Welcome, everybody. My name is Ashish Mohindru. I'm the Vice President and GM for Oracle Apex. And today we have a new exciting episode with Santander Bank. We have a really exciting customer. They're one of the largest banks in Europe. And they're going to be talking about their use of low-code and Apex in particular in building sophisticated HR applications. So we're really excited about our guest today from Santander Bank Poland, who was joining us. It's about evening their time, so I really appreciate them actually taking the time to be here and to talk about their use of this platform. Before we get started with some logistics, if you have any questions, please do. We do recommend that you actually engage in the conversation. Plus, please do use the Zoom Q&A feature to submit your questions. We'll try to address or answer most of your questions during the webcast, and if we cannot, we'll be sure to follow up with the answers for you. With that, if you are also new to Apex, just a quick overview to Apex. Apex is the world's most popular enterprise low-code application platform. It enables you to build scalable and secure AI-powered enterprise apps with world-class features, 20x faster with 100x less code. And what's really interesting about Apex is the fact that any application you develop with Apex is 100% portable. So you can start developing on premises, take it to any public cloud, like Oracle Cloud, Amazon, Azure, Google, and then you can take the same application and move it to any other environment without rewriting a single line of code or having to re-platform any part of the application. It works seamlessly and smoothly across all these environments. That's one of the big reasons that today we have over 21 million applications that have been developed using Apex worldwide. And we have a community of over 850,000 developers across 150 countries. So a really large ecosystem of builders that are using Apex to build applications on a daily basis for various use cases, whether they're building net new cloud-native applications, they're using analytics apps for reporting purposes, or building any other things that they have an idea for using this platform. That said, I'd now like to introduce our really exciting esteemed guest from Santander Bank Poland. We have Anna Perega, who is the product owner. Also, welcome, Anna. We also have Sebastian Labetz, who's he's a data analyst at Santander Bank Poland. Welcome, Sebastian. And we also have Marcin Turoskawa, who's the tribe leader at Santander Bank Polska. And Anna and the team will describe to you what tribe is. And more importantly, they're going to talk about what are the business problems they're looking to solve, why did they go down the low-code path, what has been their experience with Apex, and what applications did they build using this particular platform. With that, I'd like to now turn it over to Anna and team to talk about the experience. Welcome, Anna.
Welcome. Hello. First of all, we are very pleased and grateful for the invitation. It's nice to see that all of you want to hear our story. I now will share my screen and I will show you the presentation. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so we can start. Thank you, Ashish, for inviting us and for the introduction. As Ashish said, we've come to you today as representatives of Digital HR Tribe from Santander Bank Poland. Today we are going to talk about how Oracle Apex helped us automate several processes, go paperless, and what is more important, we want to tell you how Oracle Apex helped us to improve the life of our employees. Ashish already introduced us. So again, my name is Anna Perega. With me are Marcin and Sebastian. We are from Digital HR, and Marcin will say something about our tribe in a minute. Before that, I want to share something about Santander Bank. A few words about us. We are one of the largest banks in Poland, and we are part of Santander Group. As you can see, we are present in Europe and both Americas on 10 markets. As Santander Bank Poland, in 2023 and in 2024, we get Euromoney awards for excellence for the best bank in Poland. So we are very proud of that, especially that we enjoy trust of over 7 million customers, which makes 18% of Polish citizens our client. We also hire over 11,000 employees, and in Poland we have over 3,000 branches. We want to be the best retail, the best commercial bank, which earns the loyalty of our people, our employees, customers, shareholders, and whole communities. And we also want to help people and business prosper. And I'm telling you that because mission of our tribe refers directly to the mission of whole bank. And if it comes to our tribe, now I will give the floor to Marcin, and he will say something more about our team and about how we work today.
Thank you, Anna. Yes, I remember like 5 years ago, one of our board members told me that he wants the best HR, not in the banking sector, but he wants the best HR and HR experience and HR process, HR tools in the whole market, so in Poland. So it was quite challenging, and we started discussing how we can actually start working on it, because it's obviously it wasn't a mission impossible, but it was quite a mission to be able to even talk about that as a reality. And we decided that we need to use agile. We need to bring people from IT, we need to bring people from HR, mix them together, give them space to work together to start inventing how those processes, those tools should work. And we did that. Right now we have about 30 people, both from IT, from HR, from different areas of expertise, working together as one team under my leadership. And part of that is also Apex team, but Apex team without any IT people. Why is that? I will explain you in a second. So how it all started. The whole journey with Apex actually started on a coffee break. So when I hear my colleagues asking why are we even bothering going to the office, I always remember that moment when I had a coffee break. I was telling them about the challenges that we have, about all those things that we want to create, and that we are still discussing on what will be the tools, what will be the solutions, IT solutions for that. And they asked me, but you remember those guys from finance team? They have this thing called Oracle Apex. Have you talked to them about that? And actually went for another coffee of those finance teams, finance guys, and they told me that they can deliver faster and better than any other IT team, and they don't need IT support to create those tools. So it all sounded exciting. I wasn't very convinced about that. I was even less convinced when they told me that they can build me some tools using Intern. So yeah, it was surprising, but we give it a try, and actually it worked. So it was very surprising that an intern working with 1 or 2 people from HR in 3 months, they can create something really amazing. About this tool, amazing tool, Sebastian will tell you a bit more about, but trust me, it was far away from my comfort zone to give such an important thing to an intern at the beginning.
Okay, yeah, so training needs collection app was actually our first contact with Oracle Apex. In this project, we were strictly on business side. Our job was to map existing process so it could be simplified in Apex by our colleagues from another department. So as Martin said, So they did all the development. Application was used to gather process and monitor training needs in the whole organization. Before that, it was all done by emails and Excels, and I would say a lot of Excels. Besides making the work easier, it also gave business owners a lot of additional information about every step of the process in form of charts and reports. On the other hand, the training survey was the first small application developed in our team and actually by myself. It was used to evaluate training sessions and was able to show combined data to our trainers and to the team responsible for training management. At first, trainers were using paper surveys to gather feedback from training sessions, which obviously was not user-friendly in terms of analyzing data. Next, it was done in SharePoint and Excel, but it also wasn't the best solution because two different tools had to be used. So we wanted to make it easier, and here came Oracle Apex. This app, after a couple of months, became a part of a bigger application. So I'll talk about it more a little bit later in the presentation. So back to Marcin.
So when we already knew that it actually worked, we also started to talk with our colleagues to do something bigger, and that would actually took a couple months, and that took us this one intern to do. We have this thing in Poland called R&D refunds. That's a possibility for companies to get some refund on the tax base that they have based on the development and research projects that they are doing. To get that, you need to actually gather quite a lot of information from your employees. And again, it's quite a lot of Excels or quite a lot of emails that you would need to collect, if not Apex tool that we created. So we started this project at the beginning of the year when we deployed it at the end of the year after all the approvals that we had together internally. So it was way more of discussions rather than actually development that took place before we could actually go live with that. The whole tool already worked for itself on the first months of deployment. And on those right side that you can see, unfortunately, we cannot show you the right figures. Our legal guys forbid us to do that. But you can see how different the cost, the part of the cost is in comparison to the income. So it really worked for us. It was really fast, and it's still those figures are growing. So right now, the whole cost side, it's around 5% of the income that this tool is generating. So from the team, like HR are often seen as a cost team, we actually started to be profitable for the whole organization, and those profits we can use for our different other tools, including Apex as well. So it was fast, and it actually brought us lots of benefits. But we can show you how it actually looks like on the next slides. Yeah, that's how it looks. It's very simple, but it's connected to Jira, it's connected to SAP, and it's connected to a couple other tools that we use internally in our company. And based on that information, based on the input from the finance team, we can actually get those fast results. And we have a very easy way to give the access to all the people, all the 10,000 employees that we have in the company for this tool. Sorry for Polish, but we didn't have time to translate to English. On the next slide.
Okay, so I will get it from here. Thank you, Marcin. As you heard the guys, Oracle Apex passed the test in our organization. Thanks to the success of those tools mentioned by Marcin and Sebastian, another team of our friends were able to deliver another solution in 2020. It was the app for recording creative work, and it is currently used by 1,700 people, so that they can earn more on hand. And these are very specific Polish regulations, so we won't go into details. But what I want you to know that those tools gave Oracle Apex green light from our management, from IT, from cybersecurity to be more widely used in the bank. So in 2021, we were able to establish a dedicated team only for Oracle Apex technology. We also wanted to get independence and to build our own system so we could manage our apps, our tools in organized manner. So in 2023, alongside with our friends, alongside with Pretius, our partner, we were able to implement dedicated Oracle Apex system. And since then, Apex is part of our technology, of our environment in the bank, and it is here for good. This was the final trial for the system. So now we have a team, we have a system to manage our applications. So I think we are ready to show you some tools, and we are ready for some action right now. I think we can show you our apps. So I will give now the voice and the screen to Sebastian, and he will say something about first app that was built by that dedicated squad only for Oracle Apex. So Sebastian, floor is yours, screen is yours.
Okay, thanks, Anna. Let's stick to the presentation for a moment. For the next slide.
Sorry.
If you can.
Yeah.
So the first product is a training management application. I'll tell you a little bit about it, and then I'll show you the demo. This was the first official app built by our team in our new system with collaboration with our partner Pretius. Why was it created in the first place? We actually wanted to achieve two goals: gather feedback and statistics about training sessions easily and quickly, and help employees, managers, and HR business partners to manage mandatory trainings, both for themselves and in their teams, to improve on-time completion rate of those trainings. As I already said, before building this application, employees evaluated training sessions through SharePoint, and training department staff had to merge files in one Excel to obtain necessary information. There was no single tool to gather and analyze data, and training survey response rate was very low, about 20%, something like that. Today, because of Oracle Apex, instead of numerous Excel files, we have a single application that makes data accessible with just one click. Oh, and also, we've increased response rate to about 55%. Additionally, the application has dedicated modules for employees, managers, and HR business partners, which display the necessary data about mandatory trainings, depending on the role, with just one click. And after application was launched, the number of mandatory trainings completed on time increased by 64%. Also, at this point, our application is connected with our LMS platform. So data about mandatory trainings and training history is actually updated on daily basis. And now I can show you some fun stuff. As you can see on the first screen, this is a part for trainers. Here we've got some information about training surveys that were done in the periods that you can see here. We can change those periods. We can go by year, by quarter, by month, also in here as well. And at the bottom, we've got all the individual trainings that were surveyed in this period. We can then go to greater details for particular training. As you can see, this training was done many times during the year. We've got some more detailed data in here, like NPS, like average score for all the trainings. And from here, we can go even further and take a look at particular training details. You can see here the scores of the trainers. You can see the average score for every question. You can see some comments about the trainings. So all the information that actually trainers need for their everyday work. We can do all the same for e-learning trainings. We can change the period, which is shown. And here there are some more details to look for e-learnings. From here, we can go to more detailed report about each survey. You can see the average scores for every question. You can even download a report for that particular training. Here you can see some average scores from the trainings, and actually from here you can go to the details about this particular training, also the scores, the average scores for the questions and the comments. The next module is a module for manager. Here, as you can see, a manager can see all his employees and the data regarding mandatory trainings. Here you can find the list of the trainings that need to be done and are overdue. Some trainings that need to be done. You can actually go further and check the team of your employee. So here we've got a team of Benjamin, so we can go further down the line. And the next view would be employee module. Here the manager himself can check his own trainings, and he can check also the trainings for his employees. He can see that over the trainings that need to be done, also the training history. So all the information that he actually needs to manage his team in that regard. And I think that will be all from my side. Back to Anya.
Hi, Sebastian. Quick question for you and Anna. One of the viewers want to know, how many hours a day or week do you think you get back thanks to these apps? So do you have any metrics of productivity gains by using these apps?
Actually, I'm not sure if we have this kind of numbers, but it's a lot, because as I said before, when the surveys were in a different tool, the scores were needed to be put in the one Excel to actually analyze. Here you've got everything on one click, so you can check every training, every stat that you need to work with them.
If you don't mind, Ashish, I would like to pick up on this question, because actually in 2 slides, we will have something related to that question. So our KPI apps, that's actually a great question, because that's a question that we are asking ourselves every time that we are picking up on a new task. How much it will bring us to do that, and if it's worth investing our time to bring whatever is on the plate for the improvement that we are discussing. So it's not always easy to pick it up or easy to measure it, but we are trying, and we will show it to you some part of those KPIs in 2 slides. But
Sounds
that's a
good,
great question.
Can I ask, there's a follow-up question. One of the questions I have for you is, are these applications used, because they're training applications, are they used by all employees at Santander Bank Polska? Well, I think you have 11,000 employees. They're used by all of them? Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So everyone has it. So the thing that we are using, we call it HR portal. It's a portal where we have access to all the HR tools created or bought by Santander for the employees. So it's like one center of navigation for all the tools that we have, and one of the boxes in that tool that you could see on the previous slides that we were showing. It's actually this training app where it was actually designed more for managers to make sure that all the people that are reporting to a manager have the mandatory training or are HRBPs, so they can easily get the report or easily get the data on the people who are missing some mandatory training, or to our risk teams that need to report it to the regulators. What are we missing, or make sure that we have all the mandatory trainings to sell financial products. So it was mainly designed for those, I would say, supervisory functions. But you as an employee, like each employee in Santander, can actually check how am I looking in comparison to my colleagues. So yes, it's for everyone, but to be honest, more supervisors or those supervisory functions are using it.
Got it. I think we have one other question. Sorry, Marcel, we'll come back to you. How do you manage questions by end users? So do you have like, oh, sorry, this is for me probably. For you guys, like, do you have feedback on your applications that they want to know how does that work? But do you have any insight on that?
So one thing that Sebastian probably can show us in a second is we wanted to have the same user experience using every app employee uses. Doesn't matter if he uses some SAP, Jira, or Apex solutions. They should be able to ask questions or give feedback in the same way. So what we created together with our colleagues from Pretius, so our IT supports actually specialize in Apex. It's this thing, the box that Sebastian is showing is Głoś problem. For not Polish speakers, it's ask a question or ask or give feedback button. And you can submit your question in here, or you can obviously also send it to our team and we'll have a look at it. But we wanted to have the same way asking the question or raising issue with the app for all the apps that we are creating. So the thing that is actually great about Apex is that you can create those libraries and reuse the same things in the different apps. So it's also saving lots of time and giving similar experience to your customers or to employees.
Fantastic. One last question, then I promise, Marcin, we're going to continue to move on. They want to know how many people are on your internal Apex team today?
So the HR internal team, it's only 8 people, but we already have about 20 apps created for Apex and the backlog for the next 2 years probably. But actually what we started to do, we started to introduce other teams in different departments to use Apex solutions. So right now it's not only our 8 people and those guys from finance that showed us the way a long time ago, but it's like 7 or 8 different departments or different teams in different departments that also have some capacity and some knowledge how to do Apex. Obviously, not so special as us, but they are doing a good job as well.
Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, let's keep going. Okay, otherwise, it'll never stop.
Okay, so let's get back to the presentation. I will share my screen again. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Thank you for that question before, because I have a slide with all those information about how many minutes and how many hours we are giving our employees for quality work, because I'm going to tell you about our brand new product, which has been called a game changer by business. It's a recruitment dashboard that supports reporting recruitment processes. We have a great tool that supports recruitment process, which is provided by the group, but unfortunately it doesn't provide the reporting module, and our local needs require us to have data for reporting. And before that recruitment dashboard, recruitment department needs 2.5 days for combine 8 massive Excels for creating charts and visualization of data about recruitment processes. And each recruiter spent 30 or 40 minutes manually typing new records, new statuses after recrutations. Reporting of referral program took 2 days. And what's most important, there was no access to historical data. So that was a problem, and business came to us and asked for help. We said, okay, and after 2 days, our developer gave first version of app for testing. So now a summary report that took 2.5 days to create. Now recruitment department has it in 10 minutes. They have charts ready. I will show it to you. And now it take 10 minutes weekly, each recruiter for new records, new statuses, because they have form. I will also show you. Each recruiter with all those things gained 2 or 3 hours, it depends, per week for quality work. Also, they also have historical data available in just one click. So this was a sensation. I now will show you also in the screen the form, but maybe I will also manage to show it to you as application. So do you see my screen?
Yes.
This is a test. This is test, and this is a really simple form for each recruiter, where most of the data you can choose from the list. You have dictionaries also. So this is the simple form, and after filling that form, the recruiter can create a master file with one click. That this is a summary report, and it looks like that. I will show it to you on a white screen. So it is really big report. So it is available in one click, and also charts and visualization of that is available in just one click. You can choose from the filters, you can choose data, you can choose department, you can choose recruiter, and you can check the number of recrutations, you can check the number of open recruitment processes, and every data that department would need. So they can create charts they want in one click. They have necessary data in one click. They don't need to fill massive Excels and combine it into one, because all of that is available for one or a few clicks. And what is more important, we made that app. We implemented in a production just 1 month after business signal to us that they have a problem with that. So 1 month, and they had application ready. Today, this tool will be even more enhanced, because we are working to give that tool to the managers and HR business partners, because after our review, when they saw it, they said that they want also access to that data. So we are working currently to give them that app. So as I said, business said that it was a game changer, and we want that. We like to make business dreams come true. And when it comes to that dashboard, this is it. I will give the voice to Marcin, because he will say something more about our KPI tool.
Anna, there's one question for you.
Okay.
The audience wants to know, does this particular recruitment module include post-recruitment evaluation? So do you have any other plans for that or capabilities for that already?
No, not plans for that, because as far as I know, our group tool is providing that. So evaluation not right now, because we have it available, but we are talking with the business about enhancing the tool more. So we will working on it, but maybe not in the way of evaluating recruiters.
We have a couple of more questions. Sorry, Marcin. Oh, sorry, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I think the important thing that you need to know, as a Santander, we actually have a very good, very expensive, very mainstream tool for the recruitment. But as part of the group, and after like a couple months of discussions about changes that we as a Poland want to have in that big, expensive tool, we decided that it's faster, it's better to actually do it on Apex than to, spend millions of euros for the changes in the main tool that other countries not necessarily want. So we have very good, very expensive tools, but Apex is quite often filling the niche between those big tools and the processes that have to be quite similar for all the Santander countries.
Yes. Questions are just pouring in, so maybe we'll just take a couple more minutes to address them. So one question is, how do you manage GDPR compliance? Do you do that today, or do you need to do that today with this?
Great question. Before implementation anything, we always make rounds to cybersecurity, to IT, to GDPR experts, to HR experts if needed, and consult what kind of data is needed in a tool, what will be the data flow. So they are helping us with all the projects. And this is the way we handle that thing, just by working together and consulting on all the experts.
Fantastic. There's another question which says, is there any integration with mail exchange servers for sending emails, for example?
Yes, we are able to send notifications via email. Maybe Sebastian will say something about more technical issue, a technical side of this solution, but almost all of our applications send some emails or notifications to our employees.
One of the things that I use quite often as a leader, I tend to press the button, send a reminder about mandatory training. So that's the button I use quite often, and actually it works, and it's quite successful, I would say. So I don't need to write those emails. I'm just checking the tool and sending it, and people know that the eye of Sauron is looking at them. So yeah, it actually works and it's beneficial for us a lot.
Fantastic. There's another question. Sorry, go ahead, Sebastian. Did you have anything for that?
Yeah. Just wanted to say that actually Apex itself has some options to configure SMTP servers from its side. So you can put some data there. We needed to configure some more things from our side, and then you can go. You can do whatever you want with the emails actually.
Absolutely. Another question, and then maybe Sebastian, this is for you. Could you tell us something about Apex infrastructure architecture you're using in your apps?
Yeah, maybe I could ask for some more details. What the participant would like to know, because we've got our own servers, we've got free environments, development, test, and production. Of course, we from our side are using the Apex -1 version because of the regulations from our side.
So that would amount to, just to clarify that, Sebastian, we're in 24.1 is our latest release, Apex 24.1 that just came out in June. Sounds like you are on Apex 23.2, which would be -1 release for us.
Yes, yes, exactly. That's the policy in the bank, that we are using the latest version -1. So we're never using the newest version, which sometimes it's not beneficial for us. But yeah, that's the regulations.
That makes sense. I mean, that just came out as well in June, so I think it's appropriate for you to kind of take your time to get to that. Lots of new capabilities, 24.1, but we won't spend time on that today. So, anyway, let's keep going. Let's go back to the presentation, and then if we have time at the end, we can address more questions. So back to you, Marcin and Anna.
Thank you. So thank you for all those questions, and we are going to our last demo, and I will give the voice to Marcin. He will say something about our KPI application.
Yeah, actually, I promise you that I will show you in a couple of slides how we try to measure the impact of the tools that we are creating or the changes that we are creating. Actually, the question I was saying is great. It was the question I was asking from the beginning when we started to create tools, because I wanted to know, so I can report it to our board members, what kind of improvements are we doing, and what kind of benefits are we creating for the organization. The first, I would say, tryout with those KPIs was the task I gave to another intern. So this time it was the intern that came to our team. Right now he's already working with us as a regular employee. But back then it was around 4 or 7 weeks after we brought the intern, I think 2nd or 3rd year of studies to our internship. And after 2 weeks, he showed me something that you can see on the next slides, on the first version. He actually showed me the KPIs I asked him to do. I was quite impressed, to be honest. I already seen quite a lot of things that our team did, but seeing an intern creating it by himself, creating those dashboards showing us KPIs, we obviously expanded. We obviously changing it. We adding additional tools and features to this KPI tool. But that's something that I'm using on a regular basis when I'm discussing with our board members, when I'm discussing with another tribe leaders, what are the results of the initiatives that we are creating. So it gives you a lot of different data that unfortunately we cannot show you all of it, but we are measuring all the things that we made digital. So some of this data is entering this tool automatically. Some of it, unfortunately, has to be typed by some people. But it gives us the overview of where we are and what we created and how much time or money we saved on different initiatives. So it's really helping us a lot. And again, it was created by intern.
Fantastic.
We can go further. I think that's it from our presentation, right?
Yes.
So
if it comes to demo, we are done. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. There are a few more questions, Anna. Maybe we can address them here before we summarize. Go to summary. So one question is: before deciding on Apex, did you consider use other platforms?
We did, but the easy, I would say, answer for us was the thing that told us our finance colleagues. So they told us, we already have Oracle tools. We can deliver you the service. You can try it. You have our infrastructure. We will borrow you 5% of our capacity on the infrastructure that we have, and you will see if it works. So it was fast, it was cheap, and it was easy for us. So yes, we did analysis on what other tools we have. We were considering, for example, Power Apps for Teams, but at that moment, and still it is, the best choice for us is Apex right now.
Fantastic, thank you. Another question is, are you planning to integrate AI? So that's obviously the top of mind for everybody these days.
And everyone is saying yes, and of course yes. We are extremely happy with experimenting with AI. We already created separate team squads in our tribe to have a look at the perspectives and the possibilities of AI. Actually, as part of Santander, there is already quite a big community, and Santander wants to have AI, as everyone probably on the markets, integrated in our tools. So yes, we are interested. I'm sure that we will, but we want to do it smart way and not fast way. So yes, but we are not working on AI right now.
And by the way, your platform is ready for you whenever you are. With 24.1, we have a lot of native AI capabilities that make it very easy for you to kind of incorporate that as part of your applications.
I will ask the team to deep dive in that and to show me what can we do with that. Thank you.
Absolutely. The other question is this tool primarily for data visualization, or does it have any workflow automation features?
Both. So we started from data visualization and data gathering, like Sebastian was showing this simple, very simple tool that was actually having similar features to SharePoint file. But the other tools that we're creating, it's not only data visualization, it's not only data gathering, it's a lot more in depth. So we started from the basics, and I think it's great to start from the basic actually, because it's simpler and it's faster to deliver it. But once you go Apex, then the other possibilities start to appear, and yeah, the world of possibilities of Apex is quite big. So I strongly encourage you to actually at least try.
Fantastic, thank you. And also just want to let our viewers know that there is native workflow capabilities in the platform as well. So you can actually declaratively or visually define your workflows. So it's not just data visualization. There's a lot of enterprise scale capabilities that's integrated into the holistic platform for Apex.
Yes, actually, to be honest, one of the features that was interesting for us in one of the first apps that we created, it was for the budgeting. I don't remember what exactly was the budget purposes, but what we created in this simple tool, it was every manager could delegate part of the budget for some team members to actually manage. So they could raise within that budget, within those positions that were giving them from managers, they could work on it, put their input, and send it back. So the manager could see it. They didn't need to send separate emails, separate Excel files to actually get the data from their colleagues. So it had those simple workflow capabilities used in that tool. And it actually saved us lots of time and lots of Excel being sent on the emails.
Fantastic. That's awesome. The other question they're asking is, can you set a few filters and then download the report? Example in Excel format, so you can create other reports, graphs based on that data, or is it web only?
You can download the charts, you can download the data, and you can work on it also. If you want to work on Excel, it's available in version 2.0 right now. So it is possible.
Yes,
Excellent.
most or in all cases, the filters you put exactly actually filter the report that you can download, so you can choose whatever options you need.
Wonderful. Yeah, thanks. Yes, we can absolutely just to summarize. Absolutely, you can actually download your reports in Excel, and CSV file formats, so you can actually kind of use that in other ways. The other thing is, or PDFs, you can do picture perfect printing, so pixel perfect printing. So you can actually just use that as a PDF for whatever purpose you may desire for those reports as well. The other question they're asking is, do you have any integration with third-party APIs?
Not yet, but we are planning to. We actually have a second
We have it
LMS
with
platform. Sorry?
We have it with Jira.
Yeah, but okay. I meant that totally outside, because I consider Jira as part of our environment. Okay, yeah. You can say that with Jira we have already, but about the totally outside platforms, we are now planning to connect with our second LMS platform for our contractors and interns. So yeah, we're working on it right now.
Just again, for our viewers to know, Apex comes with an entire API layer called Oracle REST Data Services. So that's the way for you to interface with Apex applications. So it's absolutely open. And if you are going that route for integrations, there's a great capabilities that's built into the platform for you as well. So it sounds like Santander, you started with something and now you're going to be expanding on that over time. Last question. Does Santander have an initiative to make all divisions aware of Apex as a solution to their platforms? Are you going to expand it beyond HR and then kind of be the chief evangelist for this?
We actually have quite a lot of Apex things delivered already for finance and for management information. So they were the pioneers of that, and they have quite advanced tools created there already. I know there is quite an ambitious team working for retail. So retail banking already has some tools delivered by Apex. So yes, we are evangelists. We created even the how we called it, Anya? It was a gathering of all Apex enthusiasts in the bank. It was about
Apex community.
Apex community, yeah. So we created this Apex community. People were showing their toys and discussing them. So it was like very funny meeting. I really enjoyed that, but it was kind of a fraternity meeting with IT guys talking their histories, how they created the babies. So it was like really interesting meeting that we will be continuing to organize. But the community is gathering and it's expanding. But yeah, right now it's not everywhere. It's not everywhere in the group yet, but who knows? We will see.
Wonderful. I actually want to just say one more thing before I turn it over to Anna as well. I understand you're working with a great partner, Pretius, who helped you on this journey. Can you talk about a little bit about their collaboration with you and building these applications?
Okay, so I will take that question. Right now we have three people from Pretius in our team. They are helping us, and they were helping us since the very beginning. And they taught us what Apex is. They helped us to set up entire system, and they gave us some inspirations, and they are with us till this day. So they are part of this story, and I think they will be the part of that story for some time yet.
Wonderful. They're a great partner.
Can I add something on that? So we wanted to fastly increase the capacities and capabilities that we had. So we knew that we need to find a partner that will help us do it. So we found Pretius, and we are very happy with the collaboration. So thank you for that, and thank you for all the support that you guys gave us.
Wonderful. Thank you. Back to you, Anna. Any final slides or anything else you would like to add before we wrap up?
Yes, thank you. Unfortunately, we do not have time to show you more of our tools and apps, but let me just mention other tools in a bank that support processes such as, for example, bonuses and raises. And believe me, those are complicated in Poland. We also managed to build a hybrid work reporting app with our friends from HR Analysis. Onboarding in the branch network, for example, competency test or validating annual goals. So that all shows how versatile Oracle Apex is. To sum everything up that we just say to you, I want to sum up our growth over the last 4 years. In 2019, we were a group of people from different business areas having fun with new technology and, a couple of simple apps on borrowed system space. And now we established dedicated Oracle Apex team. We now have whole system and more than 15 applications that are being used by 11,000 people. And we don't live anymore on borrowed space. We have our own system, and we want to create more tools. We want to spread Apex community and share ideas and inspirations with them. So I know it is possible because since the very beginning, as a team, we had plan and we had vision, what we want to accomplish. We also have a great team of inspirational people. We have courage for experiments, and of course we have the best IT in the world to support us, the best expert support, and what's more important, I think, we have our leadership trust, and we also trust our leaders. So I think in a mixture like that, everything is possible, and this is not the end of our story, and our adventure with Apex will last as long as there are complicated processes and employees have to struggle with manual work. So probably a while.
This is great. Well, I'd like to thank all of you, Anna, Sebastian, and Marcin, for joining us today and just kind of sharing your incredible journey with us. And it's really glad to see the kind of applications you built using our platform. And we're looking to continue to partner with you to do even better things in the near future. So thank you once again, and thank you to our partner Pretius for enabling this journey overall.